mean, as I told the team, I think Grant Watson and Brian Carroll really set the tone. You know, Watson came out through 9 pitches in the first inning, competed through 4 pitches for strikes. He did that for 7 innings, but you know, Brian had the hard slide in the first inning. It was a clean play, and I think he was going to be called out, and he went in hard, and the ball popped out, and he wasn't satisfied. He scored from there. So it was a frustrating game. You know, we left 14 guys on base, but as a whole, you know, beggars can't be choosers. You know, I mean, we were fortunate to come out on top, and they stayed in the game. You got to give them credit. You know, and Toomey fought and hung around, and we just couldn't get the big hit.
Did you expect Grant Watson to be this good this season? I mean, he was your midweek guy last year, got you some wins there and in the bullpen as well. But he's been phenomenal on Sundays for you so far.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, we did. I mean, we expected him to be good. He won 9 games last year as a freshman. Pitched out of the bullpen, you know, on the weekends a little bit, and had a lot of appearances. And he just has presence. You know, he has presence. He has 4 pitches. He competes with all his pitches, and he's turned the corner. He's even gone to a different level. I really believe that. I mean, a Tuesday starter is a lot different than a Sunday starter, as everybody knows. And he's just complete. He's got good tempo. He gets on the rubber and he attacks the hitter, and he's done that since he's got here, really. And this year, I see his stuff has elevated a little bit, and velocity's gotten better, the curveball's crisper, the changeup's better, the slider. I mean, everything's gotten better, and it's hard work. He's committed to what he does, and you got to give him a lot of credit, because he's attacking hitters. And on a Sunday, when you're 1-1 or you're down 2-0 or up 2-0, you know, you need to have a guy like that, and I think he's the perfect guy to do that right now.
How valuable is it to have a Sunday starter who can go 7 innings?
Well, it's valuable. You know, we have Caprillion who's shut down right now, you know, and that, you know, he's our closer, you know, and so that kind of limits us a little bit in the bullpen. So those quality starts are even more important. You know, quality starts, 6 innings, and we're getting 6 innings, you know, sometimes 7 like today. And he only threw 77 pitches in 7 innings. So you're talking about very efficient, and you know, got ahead of a lot of people, and he's a 9-on-1 guy. You know, I mean, there's a lot of balls in play. There's not a lot of strikeouts, but there's a lot of miss hit, a lot of contact, and I think he's a, you know, epitome of a guy that uses his defense, and I think you know, we have a good defense, and that's kind of playing into our hands right now.
Can you talk a little bit about the hit in the 4th inning with Kramer knocking in 3 guys?
Well, it was long overdue, really. You know, I mean, whenever you leave that many guys on base, you know, you're hoping to get a big hit, and he got in trouble, and he had the big hit. You know, the double down the right field line, and then we didn't get him in with nobody out. So it's frustrating. You know, I mean, really, other than that big hit, we didn't have any big hits. We had a lot of opportunities, and we squandered a bunch. But at the same time, when you pitch and play defense, you know, you're in a lot of games. And right now, that's what we're doing, and we're kind of holding serve really until we get going offensively.
And going after this weekend, how are you guys feeling going into conference play?
We got to get better. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, we're walking the tightrope a little bit. We've won a lot of close games, a lot of one-run games. That's a good sign. You know, there's no doubt that's a good sign. And college baseball, you know, a lot of the games are like that now. I mean, you better be able to come up with a big hit. You better be able to pitch and play defense. So we feel like we can do that, but we got to have better at bats. You know, we got to hit with runners in scoring position a little better. And there's no secret. I mean, they're trying. It's just a matter of, you know, going back to basics and using the middle of the field, and you know, looking for certain pitches and certain counts, and taking advantage of some counts.
I believe this was your 5th straight win over SC. How important is it, or do you guys value being able to have success against them across town?
You know, we're a program that's, you know, day to day. You know, I mean, we play our opponents, and of course these guys, you know, respect USC and know what they've done, and you know, they know a lot of the players, and so it's always special to play. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, you know, you're looking to play good baseball, and you know, that's kind of what we're looking for each day. But you know, it's USC is good. I mean, they're playing well this year, and they've had you know, very competitive, and you know, now it's one more game and then on to conference.
Coach, how do you feel about the Dodgertown Classic going forward? Last year, the game had to be moved to Tuesday.
Yeah.
This year, the Dodger Stadium being renovated.
Yeah.
What's the future of the tournament as far as with Dodger Stadium itself, and then also continuing to bring in marquee opponents like you did this year?
Well, I think it's a great concept. You know, this is the 4th year. We've had really good opponents. We've had Vanderbilt. We've had Georgia. We've had, Oklahoma. We had Notre Dame. Next year we have Houston and Pepperdine. The year after that we have Vanderbilt and TCU. And we hope to continue it at Dodger Stadium. And the renovation, kind of hit us at a bad time, and they wanted to do it. And as you know, and everybody knows, we drew very well the first couple of years, and then the Tuesday thing hit, and that's that's difficult, but it's a great concept. I think both schools love the opportunity to be able to play at Dodger Stadium, and we hope to get back in there next year and go into the 5th year. So we're a big fan of it, and I know the players are, and it's a good week to stay at home. The week before league, and so I think it hits right for both schools. So I hope to continue that, and hopefully the Dodgers are on the same page.